I don't know if it counts. Somebody has to let me know if it counts. I think I've streamed 3 times today. I genuinely think I've streamed 3 times. I don't think it counts. I think it might just be twice because the stream I did last night was kind of at like 10 o'clock at night and it moved into the next day. I don't think that counts. I think I've streamed 2 times in today. And you know what? I don't know how I feel about that. Title is very much a title. What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you trying to say? Should we just rip the Band-Aid? Should we, in and of itself, rip the Band-Aid? You helped me tame my 55 streak all in 25. Fuck you. I don't care. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy that you could have all the fun in the world with your little stream streak, bitch. I'm so happy that you are having all the fun in the world. I'm so happy for you that you can stand the test of time at this moment, you know? And maybe if we really get down to it, everyone can have a hot dog real bad. Oh, and we could get those steamy, hot, fresh off the toaster buns, nice and burned. And then we could have a little bit of season on them, maybe a little paprika, maybe a little cayenne, maybe some Tajin. Oh, fuck me, bros. Do you ever notice, like, the ability to grift comes from anyone's lack of understanding? I was asked very dramatically, I think it was by K-Hug's husband, how do I and K-Hug do these streams and make videos about these people? And it's just like, I'm going to keep saying it. You have to be desensitized. You have to be desensitized enough to stomach this. Because if you don't, how else are you supposed to look at a fucking teenager dead in the eyes as they... I can't do it. I can't. What the fuck is this mugshot? Please, what the fuck is this mugshot? Please, what the fuck is this mugshot? Oh my God. Was the idea behind this, hey, I have to go into hiding now. What am I to do? Oh, I could shave my head. That'll make me look different. And the battery ran out. I love the little piece of head. It's just right here. Oh, did his Bubba hate him? Oh, I don't think you know. That's a girl. Oh, Natanya, I don't think you know. Honey, I don't think you know. Honey, I don't think you know, bro. That's a girl. That girl's name is Liliana Rose Wagonar. And you know what's crazy? I think they got like a before picture. Where's the before picture? No, look, it's the fucking girl from yesterday. Imagine you want to shoot up a school, but you're like, I can't do it. It's my teenage girl impression, and I know what I'll do. I'll kill my mom. And this fucker's, I killed my mom. And now I have to go on the run, and the only way to do it is to shoot. Dog, why, bro? Why? Why do people find certain things necessary? None of it's necessary. It's not needed. You don't have to do these things. You don't have to shoot up a school. You don't have to shoot your mom. It's fucking ridiculous, though. Like, and you piss away your own life. Look at your eyes. You look like the type of kid that get punched in their eye socket. Like, just smooth, just mean smooth, just quick little bing bing in the eye. And I don't want to hear shit about child abuse. This little sick fuck killed their mom. They don't get the common courtesy. They don't get common great. McDonald's worker shoots female colleague. Excuse me? You gonna run that by me again? McDonald's employee opened fire on a female. Why? Jonathan. Can't pronounce that. He fired multiple shots, injuring a woman employee. Investigators say the motive behind the shooting remains. I need these motives to be found out immediately. I need y'all to beat these motherfuckers into saying why. Because what could be the possible reason? You walk into work today, you ready to fucking flip some patties, serve some people, and probably say my pleasure because Chick-fil-A keep harassing people into changing other store etiquette. Bro, you gotta fucking fight back. Like, what's the reason for shit like this? TikToker announces her own death beyond the grave after cancer. Oh, okay. I always thought that'd be the way I'd go out. I'd fucking die, none of you know, and then 2 years later, fucking video of me announcing the fact that I died just pops up. Big O, if you read this, dumbass, I'm dead. Hey, it was a good life, but it was my life. Appreciate the 20 stream streak. I don't know. How in the fuck are any of you able to keep up with the fact that I stream so randomly? I stream so randomly, it ain't even funny. Like, and the sad part is, I was supposed to commit to some type of stream schedule. And it's like, I've kept streaming. Like, there hasn't been, unless there's like a significant reason for me to do it, I haven't like stopped streaming for any significant period of time. Like, at all. You find any video topics yet? I don't know what the fuck you're meaning by this. Like, I shoot the shit on my streams, buddy. Like, you don't rush my progress, good sir. Lindsay Clancy has a friend in media that got fired from her writing job by basically being creepy in the courtroom. I know about that. And I already recorded that video about that one. And that's what you're getting tomorrow. Isn't that great? You're getting that tomorrow. Leon's stream schedule is whenever he isn't diving into a BBW. How quaint. How accurate of a description you lay out for me on this fine day. How dramatic of an opportunity on this fine day. How intrigue on this fine day. How amazing on this fine day. It's a beautiful set of circumstances. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm only here for probably a good hour. I can't stretch the imagination on anything else. I want to talk about this. I want to laugh at how absurd it is. And then I'm going to stick my toes in a fucking hot bath. But let's think. Natanya, I'm picking on you today. I haven't picked on you in quite a while. Natanya, let's say you had a dog. And that dog, it starts to die. You know, eventually your animal is going to die. It's going to no longer be able to function as it did when you were younger. And it's the perfect time to start deciding if it's time to shoot that motherfucker in the face and let it die gracefully. Could you do that? Or could you start possibly grifting on your dead dog? The quartering knows no bounds to this process. All you have to do, so simply, is just, and I do mean just, relax and let the process play out, and your dog will be fine. But no, we got to make it a show. We got to make it a spectacle. We got to do this, that, and the third thing. But I want y'all to listen to the quartering from only a year ago. Talk about anything about the word pet insurance?
Jeremy, anyone who thinks pet insurance is a scam has never faced a major issue with a pet. Correct. We use pet insurance.
Keep that in mind.
If you try to save your cat, I mean, Doc, my black cat had a $5,000 surgery when I was like 24 and in college. It took.
I would have just let that motherfucker die. I love my. This is gonna sound crazy. I love my pet feline animal. I had to change it. but you I'm not paying $5,000 to keep you alive. You got to die, good buddy. But how dramatically a year changes. I appreciate the dead air quartering. It's a beautiful thing.
I don't know where you would be in life. What has happened to you to
Oh, I need context for this. So he announces that his dog has a fucking seizure. He announces that it's going to be something he has to deal with. He also announces that he is needing the money for it, because I think the price of the hospital bill is either $5,000 or $10,000. And everybody's giving him shit. Why? Because the quartering so many times have bragged about being rich. He flaunts his wealth. He flaunts all the money. He had all these fucking great pieces of items that cost hundreds to thousands of dollars. But now all of a sudden, $5,000 for a fucking animal to stay alive. And all of a sudden, oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, you're all making fun of me. Oh, you're all making me feel bad.
want to spend your time during the day doing that? It's sad. But anyway. Let's get to the next topic.
Why would you put this on the screen? If I don't, this is another thing I don't. Well, there's another winner. That's another thing. Hold on, I forgot. Didn't bro pay $5,000 or a goofy amount of money to Andrew Wilson for his debate against Candace Owens? Listen, it is not surprising that people will operate under the basis of hoping that an audience can help them when they ask. It's not shocking to me. But if you're somebody who proudly admits on social media you spent thousands of dollars that you decided to piss away for a fucking debate between a dipshit and a dipshit, you have the money for a hospital. Nobody should be buying anything from your coffee ever.
Okay, let's go here. Oh yeah, the Target story is pretty funny.
I don't mean to keep pausing this, but I just want to say, in regards to the Target story, why is it that I'm currently seeing, as I scroll through Twitter, a fake, easily spotted AI generated video of the Target Halloween costume, and you got dumbass people saying that that's real and it was a real commercial? It's like, I be wanting to avoid how stupid some people truly are, but then I have to remember, no, you motherfuckers are actually stupid enough to believe this shit.
Okay. Sorry, I got to put a coffee ad in the Target story. Hopefully Huck makes it out, but I'm going to have to sell a lot of coffee to make up for that vet bill.
$5,000. $5,000 given to Andrew Wilson, but you ain't got no money for your fucking dog. $5,000 for this pissant debate between two dipshits, but you ain't got no money for your fucking dog. $5,000 for you to sit up here and play footsie and play internet cuck chair, but you ain't got no money for your dog. $5,000 for you to act like you've saved Charlie Kirk's already dead body, but you gotta find a way to sell coffee for your fucking dog.
Appreciate own the haters, buy some coffee.
Hey, liberals, you know you're gonna feel so fucking bad when all these people buy my coffee. You're going to feel so fucking bad. You're going to when all these people buy my coffee. Even though this fucking business is drop ship. He's fucked over all his affiliates. He keeps bitching that his revenue from this fucking business does not pan out and isn't as successful as it was 2 years ago. He doesn't put any effort in actually advertising the fucking thing. He doesn't go above and beyond in promoting the goddamn thing. And when he did, he got chewed out because he spent in the duration of an 11-minute video, 7 minutes pushing a fucking ad for coffee.
At coffee.com. I highly recommend Blueberry Cobbler or Silky Ultra Dark Roast.
These some nasty ass coffee flavors.
Prayers for Huck. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna bury the lead on this. Just for my own sanity. And I guarantee you this fucker changed the title of the video. I know he changed the title of the video. I gotta pull a picture. I gotta see if he changed it. Oh, who did I send? I think I sent this to K-Huck. Yes. Oh, he didn't change the title. I'm shocked. I don't have to try this hard. He didn't change the title. That works. That's good to know. But back to it, Mr. Quarter.
Tim and Crowder already covered the Target story. Well, this is the drawback of having the 2 p.m. Eastern time slot. Sometimes that happens.
Oh my God, I hate this gay ass concept that you people come up. Oh, I already watched this video from this person. Yes, you watched a boring rendition of a guy phoning it in, giving you information. No pop and circumstance, no personality. It's just, hi guys, welcome back. Today, the blacks think everything's racist. The blacks think everyone at Target is racist. Where's the passion? Where's the energy? Where's the willingness to want to be entertaining for an audience of people who might be invested in the most basic fucking thing, which is people being upset at a fucking Target ad?
2 quick updates. The email went out yesterday to everyone that wants to participate in the free poker tournament.
This has to be illegal. What possibly? Why would I want to participate in a poker tournament? This got to be one of those things where if a bunch of people sign up, you get a kickback. There's no way.
1,000 in the prize pool plus an additional 500 in bounties on my head. Every time you take me out, you win 100. You can sign up at thequaring.com/poker. And I sent an email out. I've sent several emails out on how to sign up. I think this is U.S. only, and there's 14 states where you can't participate.
Hey, I'm going to have to try really hard to get you all to believe that my dog is dying and I need the money. But could you please, come on, get in my poker tournament. Please get in my poker tournament. Please.
But
wait, if it's free, what the fuck is this $1? What are you making me pay for?
The next tournament I do, I'll look for a different host and try, if this one's successful, then I can go to a different host that's available in every state. And hopefully more people can play. But for right now, most of the United States is allowed to play. It's Sunday at 6 o'clock. Even if you can't make it or whatever, go sign up, because if we do it again, we'll host it on a different site, maybe a different time. And also, Coffee Brand Coffee is my coffee company. If you've been waiting for a moment to try one of our many delicious blends, now would be a good time. I need to sell about 12,000 bags of coffee to cover Huck's bills.
Hey, buy my coffee. I wish I could sell you on it being good. I wish I could tell you, all the different flavors and how hard we work on this and the story of my business coming up from nothing to now being sold on Walmart's online website after I lied to a bunch of people about how it's going to be on Walmart shelves. After I lied to a bunch of people about how business is taking down my coffee company, even though I showed no proof of that, even though I spend so much time telling you all that it is unfair that I am being criticized on websites, even though you are a business, which means people can like your fucking coffee, which means people can hate your fucking coffee, even though you've you've dedicated no real fucking time to pushing that your coffee is better and somehow more convenient to buy at a higher price than the cheap, dirty coffee that's easily accessible for anybody to get at a store. Because why in the fuck would anyone want to sit there and wait 4 days for an online coffee? Please, I need about 1,200 so that I could get some. Yeah.
So
I gotta save my dog. Please, if you don't buy my coffee, the woke left wins and my dog dies.
now would be a great time. Just go to coffeebrandcoffee.com. The only place you'll find these roasts, truly a small business. We're getting our fall roast ready, so our spiked jack-o'-lantern's coming back.
Wait a minute. Small business sounds wokey.
Our hot butter rum's coming back. Our gingerbread's coming back. Our vanilla sugar cookie is coming back. But blueberry cobbler, our dark roast, our silk ale truck, we have decaf, we have double calf, everything you could want. Coffeebrandcoffee.com.
You are no energy in this. Like no ability to try to sell anybody. Hey everyone, I have a new coffee company. And my coffee, I'm trying to start some fucking business. I'm trying to sell some pussy for this coffee. Please, if you give me money right now, I can get some pussy for this coffee so my wife doesn't leave me. Where is the energy? Where is your ability to try to sell people on the product? Hey everybody. So I really need this, buddy. My dog is dying. I don't know what to do. Please, I need the please, where is your energy?
For Huck.
Hey, for no other reason, but you know, I need your money because I can't pay for this myself, even though I spent Sarah, you know what? Sarah, you're the perfect specimen for this. Sarah, let's say you had a fuck ton of money. Let's say you had $5,000 exact, and you had a pet that was dying, and the only way that they could live probably another week is because of your $5,000. Would you give up those $5,000 to save your pet? Or before you answer, would you give the $5,000 to a random white fat fuck who can't open a pickle jar so that he can debate a dumb black bitch about a white guy shooting another white guy? Hello, Mr. Huck. There are options here that you could do with $5,000, and I fear the decisions are not to do things. I still hate that the dog's name is Huck. I love the fact that the dog's name is Huck. That makes it so much better for you and K-Huck.
No, I'm not going to grift off my sick dog.
You just did! This motherfucker just did an ad where he caps it with, he started before and ended with, I have to get this money for my dog, and then says, oh, I'm not going to grift using my dog. Okay, if my only two options are those two, I'm saving my dog. If I have a choice, I'm putting my dog down because why would I want them to suffer? Oh, because they get to stay with you longer. I'm going to tell a story. I have a friend who kept their dog alive. It was time for that motherfucker to go. And everybody's trying to convince this motherfucker, please let this dog. No, you have to stay. No. I've had this dog since I was 8. And the dog is struggling. It looks like it's in pain breathing. And I'm just like, please kill this motherfucker. Yeah, everybody has seen that American Dad episode where Stan has this dog that just gets worse and worse. Steve just starts crying, please end it. Like, please. We literally had to convince this motherfucker to let go Because the longer this dog stayed alive, the more it looked in pain. And I ain't gonna lie. I just put my dog down 2 weeks ago because he doesn't deserve to suffer for my comfort. Oh. Well, rest in peace, Sarah the dog. I don't know the name. I didn't ask. So I'm going to call it Sarah the dog until you correct me. And rest in peace to everybody's pets who have died because of old age or, in my case, neglect. Because... Why would you let them suffer? Because people have too much of a connection to these fucking animals, and they don't know how to accept the fact that the dog is dying or the pet in general is dying, so they keep making it suffer so that they could be comfortable. I don't mean to make it racial, but it's primarily white women. Was the dog shut the fuck up? And don't say damn, Leon, to me. I was a child. I didn't know that you had to constantly feed turtles. It's not my fault. And I also blame my dad because the motherfucker kept the turtle in a non-air conditioned garage. That thing was gonna die at any point. We got that dog and we got that turtle and it died within a week. Neglect happens all around. It's just, I put more blame on the elder. Now, see, if I get a turtle now, it's not gonna die soon. It's gonna fucking live a little longer. I had my dog for 16 years. Like, why would you want to see your dog like that? Some people don't know how to let go. And I sound so heartless about it, but people struggle with death. With the humans, with the animals. It's a hard thing for people to swallow. Like, death is not an easy thing. Death is one of those tricky things. And I wish many of you could be like me and just randomly get a phone call that your grandma's dead. Oh, but anyway, back to selling for the dog.
But definitely wouldn't hurt to sell a few bags today. We'll put it.
Oh, I'm not gonna grift, but it definitely wouldn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? My dog never died, but I lost her and I miss her. Okay. I'll tell you where that dog at right now.
That way. What kind of coward POS laughs at somebody's sick dog? Well, you know, it's okay. We'll stay on target.
You know who laughs at a piece of shit whose dog is sick? Me. Because, you know, at some point you got to recognize karma comes in many different ways. This piece of shit has lied, has swindled, has fucked over people, and there are going to be people who laugh at your misfortune. Hello, I don't know why we pretend like planet Earth is our first day.
We'll stay on point here. We'll stay on the main news. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are having a good week.
I appreciate the dead air. Now, keep in mind, you know what? I'm not ready to speak about. No, that's a whole different subject. This man said he wasn't going to grift off of his dead dog, correct? Could you imagine? Could you possibly fucking imagine making a YouTube video? I can't. I can't, dog. You say you're not gonna grift. You say you're not about to try to grift for money. And you give me the YouTube shock face with a picture of a dog, an ambulance, and in big bold letters, Costco nearly killed my dog. I swear, I thought he would have changed this title by now. I swear, at some point you would have had to make a decision. I gotta change this title. I got to. But he kept going. He kept going. He was dedicated to the fucking grift. Why? Because the only way for him to possibly tug on heartstrings is to hope that nobody knows that he's nothing but a fucking swindler. And hopefully people could feel so emboldened and sympathetic, they'll want to give me money. Now, I don't know what he's about to say. I haven't watched this. I sent the screenshot of the thumbnail to several people, and they all gave me the same reaction. What the fuck? And do you know why? It's because these motherfuckers are deliriously delusional, and they don't have the ability to see anything other than their own grift.
Extremely difficult for me and my family. One of the most terrifying weeks and ordeals that I've ever been through. And I believe, so for legal purposes, this is my opinion. I will lay out the evidence for you.
I believe, but it's my opinion, but I have evidence.
And you let me know what you think. And most importantly, I need some help. No, I'm not asking you for money. Although you could buy some coffee, that'd be good.
We need to kill him. We need to get him out of here. He's unstable. How do you deal with him? We freeze him and break him. We need to kill him.
Do you realize, like, look at the smile on his face when he says it?
Money. Although you could buy some coffee, that'd be good.
You are dramatically a piece of shit. Your coffee isn't good enough to stand on its own. You desperately try to fucking swindle people out of money. I have to remind you, motherfuckers, this dude lied to everybody. Me and Chris watched this dude make a video lying to people about how some woke business is fucking him over because he's a conservative. He showed no proof. He showed nothing. He's constantly demanded when people come up with all these fake ass stories. Show me proof of this, show me proof of that, show me proof of this, show me proof. He never showed proof. And for some reason, when I and many others pointed out, we got called woke. It's like, no, you stupid motherfucker, you're being swindled. And you have to wake up. You have to wake up to the fact that this guy is lying to you for money.
But I need some help from people who are smarter than me, and basically everyone that watches this is, and so hopefully there's some smarty pants out there that can help me. On Sunday night at 2 a.m., my dog Huck, who is a part of the show, many of you guys have seen him. He comes in on the live stream all the time. You see him in my standalone videos. He's my best friend.
Don't you have a wife? Hey. Look, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't your marital spouse supposed to be your best friend? If you're married to a motherfucker and you have an animal as your best friend,
he is my rock. I have a bond with him that
where's your wife?
Is indescribable. I think that most people have bonds with their pets on a similar rate. It doesn't matter if you have a pet snake, a dog, whatever breed of dog you have. But the reason this story is extra concerning is because it likely affects human beings too.
Huh? I'm sorry. What about what's going on with your dog affects me? Like, I'm a human being. Last I checked, last I did a blood sample, to check to see if I've been mutating. Where and how would this affect me?
So my dog, Huck.
I mean, I am someone who could be put into a collar, Sarah. But, other than that, how does this affect me?
It has epilepsy, or he gets seizures. And he has been on medicine for the last 2 years for that. It's called phenobarbital, and then he also takes something called Keppra. And those two medications combined have, for the most part, over the past year and a half, kept him seizure-free.
Oh, so what now? Have you stopped giving him the medicine? Is it a problem with measurements and dosage? Is the medicine not strong enough anymore because the dog's getting older, so he might need something a little stronger?
A few weeks ago, we moved all of our prescriptions to Costco. Now, again, I'm just laying out the evidence. You tell me what you think.
Before he sits here and probably blames Costco, can I just say, I've said it a few times, I'm going to keep saying it. You should not be shopping at Costco unless you have a family of 5. I don't care. No, the fucking dog doesn't count. You need a family of 5, all living in the same household, in order to shop at Costco. If I was running this fuck-ass country, that would be what I would do. While I'd watch the country burn, and I'd make sure to put in legislation, you can't go into Costco unless you got a family of 5.
We switched everything over there because, quite frankly, it's cheaper. And look, it's a prescription. You think it comes in a bottle. It's whatever. You know, you would think it's the right thing, especially if it comes in the manufacturer bottle. Now, this particular prescription did not. It came in a regular.
I disagree about these Costco alligators. Bro! Need a family of 5, bro. What if the people are big, Leon? Lose the weight. But, bro, they have good deals. No! You know who got good deals? Walmart! Go your ass to Walmart, where you belong.
Costco bottle.
You non-family of 5.
And Sunday night at 2 a.m. began basically 72 hours of the most stressful, distressing situation that I've ever been a part of. Now I'm going to so when you have somebody who has seizures, the doctors tell you
somebody, this is an animal,
to film it so they can identify what type of seizure it is, whether it's grand mal or hemiplegic or whatever the case is. And a lot of people, of course, have.
Leon, my ass ain't going to fucking Walmart. My brother-in-law eats like a family of 5. Walmart, but Walmart is boring. First, don't disrespect. What made you wait, fuck y'all. Y'all have to spend money on a membership to get into Costco. The fuck is wrong with y'all? You have to spend money. You have to pay a membership to get into a store. Actually bend yourself over. Bend yourself over. Right now. Bend yourself over and thrust. And that's the sensation you get when you spend money to get into a store. You have to pay to get in there.
Taking me being quote unquote too open with the internet as an opportunity to make fun of me. I don't really care. I love my dog. And
I agree with Hellcat though. Walmart lost its credibility when it stopped being 24 hours. I won't lie. Walmart took a hit.
And I know a lot of my viewers care about they're part of the show.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this is the one guy who talks about his personal life where an overwhelming majority of people don't give a fuck, and you can see it in the viewership. They're there for the news, my guy. Like, does that mean you can't be vulnerable with your fucking audience every once in a while? No, you can absolutely be vulnerable with them. You can absolutely share. Like I told you, motherfuckers, my grandma's dead. And that's about as vulnerable as I've been with you, motherfuckers. But other than that, I'm primarily here to entertain you and demoralize your thought process with any given amount of fucking news that you're not aware of. I remember how demoralized I made some of you when I showed you that article of that fat fuck woman killing that child by sitting on it. I'm going to say it again. A woman fat as fuck killed a child by sitting on the child. I can smell Kmart just thinking about it. Oh my God. You know what's crazy? I've never really been in Kmart that much. I was more of a Walmart and Family Dollar type of individual. And Dollar General. But the Costco hot dogs, bro. Sam's Club and Costco are the same fucking thing.
But a lot of people don't understand just how serious the situation is. So at 2 a.m. Sunday night.
How many
Now,
times
I'm
are you gonna say
show
2
you
a.m.?
a clip because I want you to understand what kind of damage was done and how brutal it is on the animal. I'm only going to show you a short clip because I know it can be distressing, but I want to show you, again, just weeks after switching our prescription to Costco, he never had a problem for years on the exact same pill that we've been getting from Walgreens for a very long time. This is what it looks like.
Ooh. Okay. 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 Why my critique, why are you showing this to me? Why are you showing this to me? You said 2 minutes ago that your doctor needs to see it. The YouTube world does not. I don't care that a bunch of people always saying you lying about this thing, that thing, and a third thing. That's something you show your doctor, your veterinarian. That's for them. That is dramatically for them because it is their job to figure out what happened. All you've done now is give ammunition to a bunch of people who already hate you, who will still not believe anything about your fucking dog, even though I'm getting a good look at this fucking dog, and yeah, But you set yourself up in such a way to be criticized. I wish you'd stop doing it.
Don't look at him.
Are we at the point? Don't look at him. It's crazy. Are we at the point where we have to record and show everything to the world? Buddy, you're about 6 years late on that one. I ain't gonna lie. Your people have been doing that for a long time.
Yes, it's way worse.
All right. It stopped.
No, that was 10 seconds.
Appreciate the dead air you're giving me, guy.
He was like that for 2 hours. 2 hours. He was like that. He suffered nearly a dozen seizures in 8 hours.
Well, how can I know that? Can you show me about 8 hours worth of seizures?
We rushed him to the emergency room. And I was sure he wasn't going to make it. He lost his vision. He was totally blind. Many times this is permanent in, really bad seizure situations. And understand that when I say he was like that for 2 hours, there's also extended periods of pain and confusion after each episode. So he was basically suffering for 15 hours, something like that.
What are these numbers? What are these metrics? Hey, at 2 hours you were seizuring, but it was happening all through the night, so it's 8 hours. And now you turn around and it wasn't 8 hours. It's almost a full fucking day. And you're just watching that? You mean to tell me while your dog is fucking around while you're streaming, your dog is essentially tilted to the side and shaking, and going blind and is in pain, and you're not doing anything?
Like that. I took him to the emergency vet. After heroic efforts at the vet, they finally got his seizures to stop after about 12 hours.
I'm confused by these numbers. Like 2, then 8, then about 18, and then in 12 hours it stopped. I'm dramatically confused by these numbers.
And after some very expensive blood tests, they said that his pheno levels, the levels of the drug that prevent his seizures in his system, were 8. I don't know what that means, but then I asked, well, what does that mean? What is 8? What are they supposed to be? The neurologist told me it was as if he had not gotten his phenobarbital in a week. He gets it twice a day, so that's 14 missed pills. Almost an entire bottle. The vet said, well, was he puking it up? Is he spitting it out? No, he wasn't. How do I know that? Because his dog is in my hip pocket 24 hours a day.
No, he isn't. At what point are you not paying attention to your dog? I just noticed you spelled the quartering wrong. Oh, who cares?
I know when he pukes. Secondarily, the levels of the other 2 medicines that he gets in his pill were fine. He gets an allergy pill. He gets the Keppra, which also helps prevent seizures. So I know if he was puking it up, he would have been scratching like crazy because he needs allergy pills. German Shepherds are a lot of work. He's kind of like a bubble boy. If he had been puking up or spitting out these pills, I would have found some of the 14 cheese pockets that I used to give him his pills laying around the house. Of course, I found none.
Cheese? Why are you feeding a sick animal cheese pockets? That's not something they need in their system. They need a proper diet. They need proper fucking timely etiquette around their fucking animal. And in the midst of you giving this animal medicine it needs to stay fucking healthy, you're like, oh, come here, let me give you this cheese pocket also. So you're contributing to the fucking problem. You're not helping your animal. You're making it worse for them. And what the fuck? And listen, maybe it's in small doses, because I'm not about to sit here and be the astronomical dietitian. There's a lot of motherfuckers who will feed their fucking dog a burger right now. It's like, if your dog is at the point where they need medicine to essentially stay alive, I would think it'd be the perfect time for you to not do anything extra that could potentially damage the dog.
If he had spit them up and my other dogs had eaten them, I would know, because suddenly other healthy dogs would be on phenobarbital and they wouldn't be moving at all. They'd be laying around all day. On top of that, my aunt also has a dog that has seizures, also fills phenobarbital prescriptions at that same Costco, and her dog this week started having a rash of seizures. Yes, it's circumstantial. Sure. It's circumstantial. It's possible that 2 dogs that are both on phenobarbital from the exact same pharmacy, suddenly the pill stopped working. It's possible. It's my opinion that Costco pharmacy gave him bad pills.
You now have to prove that. You can't take 2 examples of something going wrong with your animals and saying Costco is killing my dog. you kind of gotta go above and beyond to prove that, because if you don't, you're kind of making it look bad for yourself.
Now, I checked the stamp on the pill, because that's something this is where I need some help. I checked the stamp on the pill. The stamp is correct. So when you look up, like, there's usually some letters or numbers on the pill itself. You can look that up online. It was correct. Phenobarbital, 92.5 milligrams. I checked that. Now, I need to test whether or not, like, the pills are bad or ineffective, or maybe the company that makes the pill did something wrong. I don't know how to do that. So if somebody knows, hey, you can send this in to this. I know there are like other content creators that test this, like, they test like gas station pills for whatever's inside of them. I don't know. Maybe they were fake. Maybe they were
What do you mean, good sir? What do you mean? First of all, do you know of the legal ramifications anyone at Costco would be in if they sat up here and gave you fake pills? Do you understand the ramifications that were to occur if you were to get fake pills from a fucking... And, let's not act as if fake pills are a thing. Let's not pretend that if you were to go to like some cheap run-of-the-mill fucking pharmacy, you probably wouldn't get some fake pills. The problem here is you're trying to paint a hilarious picture. A picture that in which makes it seem like all of these people are against you specifically, and they gave you fake pills. That is an impossible thing to prove. And unless you're willing to go to a fucking scientist and pay them to test these pills as compared to, I guess, what would be a real pill, you're just making a ridiculous fucking claim, my guy.
Labeled? I don't know. But for a dog that has gone 18 months basically without incident, he had a couple of breakthrough seizures, but without incident, to suffer an episode that almost certainly has caused him long-term neurological damage and has shaved years off of his life. For him to go from maybe having a mild seizure once every 3 months to having a dozen in a day, I don't know. So what I did was I didn't throw out the pills, but I had the emergency vet refill his prescription back at Walgreens. I called Costco to inform them of the issue. And they were kind enough to inform my wife that there are no refunds on the pill, as if we gave a damn about the $12 we paid for the pill after $9,500 at the emergency vet.
Oh, well, you've had your fun. That's great. That's good for you. Okay, Leon, let's move on. I got a better option for you because, I kind of lose my urinary tract progression with you. I move along.
No refunds. We don't give refunds on prescriptions, ma'am. Lady, we're not calling about a $30 prescription. I don't know how much it is. I think at Walgreens yesterday it was like $45, and it was cheaper at Costco, so whatever it was.
Oh, so you do know how much
refunds,
it is,
ma'am. You think we care about that? You think we care about $30?
I mean, you're the one who has to clamor and run around to hope that people could pay for your fucking veterinarian bill. So maybe the possibility is there for you to be caring about the money, because you, after demeaning a lot of people who go through financial struggle, because I remember when you tweeted out that very disingenuous tweet about how people don't need things, they want things, and you're just being selfish and you should learn how to save your money and all this. Yeah, I'm fucking certain you do care about that fucking money.
We're trying to tell you that there's probably something wrong with these pills you gave out. And also understand that this is the same prescription humans get.
Is that... What's the likelihood that somebody's getting the exact same pill as a dog? Because that to me just sounds ludicrous as fuck. What do you mean that I would get the same type of pill as a dog? I wouldn't want that in my system.
This is the same prescription that humans get for the same condition. Okay? So how many humans got these potentially bad pills? I don't know. I talked to a pharmacist at a different store, and he gave me some information where I could check on the FDA website based on some sort of website. I don't remember if it was FDA.
I stand so corrected. Humans and dogs do get the same chemical ingredients to treat seizures. However, the difference is in the dosage. Like, you cannot have the same dosage as a fucking dog.
The batch number and lot number of the prescription to see if there are any reports. There are no reports. But I would imagine, just like when we had the cyclosporiasis outbreak, we didn't know about it for months. Who knows? So I need to get the pills tested. I am extremely upset with, basically everyone involved. Is there some possible reason that his body suddenly stopped maintaining the pheno levels? Maybe.
I mean, that could be a possibility of you not giving him the right dosage. It could be the fact that he's getting older, so he might need something stronger. There are possibilities here, and I don't think you're considering those. I think you just immediately wanted to go to Costco sold me a bad batch. It's somebody else's fault.
But after, 48 hours in the emergency.
Why is he going after Costco and not the distributors? I'll tell you why. It's because he, along with many other people, don't know the process of medicine. They think just because the store sells it, that means they're the ones that are 100% responsible. And the answer to that is a resounding no.
That, with different pheno pills, he was fine. And he was maintaining his pheno levels and continued.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Say that again.
48 hours in the emergency vet with different pheno pills.
What's those different pheno pills? Because if those are different in the sense that they are a stronger dosage, you prove my point that this is nothing more than you not knowing that you have to probably get a different medication because you need a stronger dosage, possibly because your dog is older and dying quicker.
He was fine, and he was maintaining his pheno levels and continues to maintain them. The other issue is, how many people would have just put their dog down because of this?
So now you're trying to galvanize the troops. Dog owners, if you shopped at Costco, understand that it could be you. Your dog could be having a seizure right now, and it could be Costco's fault. Join hands with me.
I am in an extremely
Do you not, sir, you have to formulate a fucking sentence before you do these things. You absolutely great screenshot, by the way. You have to be able to want to fucking know what you have to say beforehand. If it's something like this that's so personal, it shouldn't take you 17 minutes. It should take you 4, where you say clear cut to the point. This is where I got medicine from for my dog to begin with. I go here and all of a sudden my dog has these issues. I need to figure out a way to navigate how I'm going to look into this. What's the difference? What's the circumstances? Is it because my dog's getting older? Is it because I'm feeding him cheese on top of the fucking medicine? Who knows?
Fortunate, blessed position to do what I do and have the backing of my viewers that I didn't think twice about putting $10,000 on my credit card to save my dog. But I don't think a lot of people could do that.
An unimpressive flex. Like, I don't think a lot of people would want to do that, because $10,000 in the hole to save a dog is not really a good selling point, American.
If I didn't have the money to take him to the emergency vet, he'd be dead right now. He'd be dead.
Oh,
I would
you
never have
said
been
that.
able to stop the seizures. I never would have figured out what the problem was. I mean, I had to give him an MRI, a dog MRI, which was like $3 or $4 grand. What normal person, hardworking person in this country has 10 grand?
Oh no. Sir, you can't do the I'm a hardworking American. I don't what am I to do? This costs so much. You voted for a guy that essentially has told you fuck you and has not made that process cheaper. Congrats. Congratulations. Congrats. You bent yourself over and you fucked yourself. Mwah. It's beautiful, isn't it?
To try and save their dog. I understand I'm in a privileged position.
How privileged are you? You're begging people for the money.
I understand that, and I thank God for that. I thank God for my viewers. But I never really think about things as like myself, you know?
You just did. And you've done that numerous times about how you're going to be the one that's going to really love fixating on selling your coffee.
Oh, I think about like, well, what if this had happened to me when I was in college?
That dog's dead, buddy.
What if this would happen to just about any regular working class American? Would they have 10 grand? Most people watching this would have to have had put their dog down. And I don't say that to be like, I don't know. I don't want that to come across in like an insulting way or a, you understand my point, right?
No,
like,
I don't.
$10,000, most people would have just had to put their dog down. I need to know how to get these pills tested.
Google. Go to a vet and ask them. These are easy things to do. Oh, but he wants like a free way to test it. I remind you, Google. And what if he tests this shit and there's nothing wrong with the pills? What's the spin then? What is it that could have possibly been the problem if you get these pills tested and then they come back as perfectly fine, not fake, and don't have any hidden... Maybe the fucking pills had fentanyl in them and they wanted to get revenge for George Floyd.
And if they come back as defective, I will be suing both Costco and the manufacturer of these pills.
We need to kill him. We need to get him out of here. He's unstable. How do you deal with him? We freeze him and break him.
I need him to sue Costco. I've never in my fucking life wanted to see a lawsuit happen more than ever. I need. I now want these pills to be defective. I want his dog dead so that I could dream a fucking dream of this stupid motherfucker pulling out all the stops to fucking sue Costco. Wait a minute. You just sat here and told us you ain't got no money. You ain't got no money to fucking pay the bill for your fucking dog. Yet, at the same time, you're in a blessed, privileged position. Yet, it's somehow all this money that I ended up having to put on my credit card. But now, if all goes to shit, you're suing Costco. Okay.
I also communicated to my aunt to give me some of her pills because she doesn't have the means to have those tested. I suspect that they are defective pills.
This is like, hey, I suspect that there's people spitting in the food, and there's 400,000 white people who work at all the Texas roadhouses who are plotting to spit in the food of the black people.
I mean, look at the body of evidence.
You haven't shown me shit! You haven't shown me shit. The balls on you, sir. The balls on you, sir. You didn't show us any evidence. You just told us a story, and there's a 5-second clip of your dog having a seizure. That's not enough. Hey, I'm sorry that's happening to your dog. That's not enough to make me go, Costco clearly did something to you.
I mean, I don't know, but
look at the evidence. I don't know. I suspect there's a problem here. Look at the evidence. I don't know. I'm going to tell you a story, and you have to believe based off of nothing. Look at the evidence. I don't know. That's the part that fried me the most. The I don't know. The I don't know really hammers home how ass backwards this is.
It is my opinion that these pills are bad.
Look at the evidence. My opinion. Share the autopsy is crazy.
And the takeaway is, even if you don't have a dog, is to be aware that this is something that could happen.
Hey, people have been highlighting medical malpractice for decades. The problem is, a fucker like you would have heard that and called it woke.
You know, like, it's crazy.
It's crazy. Hello
but
there.
I want to thank everybody for their enormous amount of support. I mean, Huck was trending on X last night. I'm thankful for you guys, and I apologize that I have been kind of distracted this week. It'll probably continue until next week because, you know, I got to catch up, and he requires near constant care at home now. He needs different medicines like every 3 hours. And I don't know. If you have somebody or a pet that's on phenobarbital and you're seeing more breakthrough seizures, you're seeing more stuff like that, let me know. And if you know how to get these drugs tested, email me at...
Oh my God, you could Google that. Talk to your veterinarians. You are putting the fate of your dog in the hands of the worst place ever. The fucking YouTube chat. These motherfuckers will send you on a wild goose chase. Oh my God, you should sue them. Oh, okay. Prove he was giving the dog the meds as instructed. It's like, bro, what are we doing? You should not be trusting these people. There's probably somebody in there with good intentions. I would make the subtle argument there is somebody in there giving good intentions. But oh my God, I wouldn't trust these people. Look in the I don't think I want to really look at the comments. I don't think I really do. The pharmacy has to document the batch and a lot of numbers for every prescription. You can get that information from the pharmacy as well as the manufacturer of the medication. Give the information to your lawyer and let them handle the rest. What lawyer? He hasn't fucking bought anything. My guess is you got someone who's uneducated in policy or not high enough in the company, or maybe this dumb fuck is the problem himself. But who knows? What the fuck? Who knows? But I just think it's a little bit ludicrous that the idea is to just blame everybody else and immediately start talking like, oh, I'm going to sue. What are you going to sue for? And how are you going to make this work in your favor? I'm curious. I'm concerned. But I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued at the concept of him taking a legal battle to Costco. I did misspell the quarter. I called this motherfucker the core. I don't even know what I spelled. The Thequaretring'S. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Why am I seeing a fucking video about Enes Kanter suing the WNBA? Fuck my face. Fuck my face. Like, I ain't never in my fucking life. And I'm going to say this is because one person asked me to do this. I absolutely 100% will not stomach this video across my fucking screen. This what happened in Black America. I'm gonna let you know right now. I already watched this shit, and I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. I ain't never been more pissed off because of how we've essentially decided fuck explaining to people any actual updates about some of these individuals and just say fuck it, black people don't hang themselves. Now let me make myself abundantly clear for the stupid fuck in the room. This is a racist world where racist shit has happened, where death and murder has gone unchecked. You know what else has gone unchecked? A conversation about black men's mental health. Because when we sit up here, and the need for people to turn a lot of these fucking deaths into conversations about interracial dating. Because I noticed on that thumbnail, there's a woman there who died, who at this point, nobody knows what happened. But the onus and speculation at the time was that it was her white spouse. And what happened when people found that out? Everybody started talking about interracial dating. We devolve these conversations so fucking far, it's embarrassing. I noticed Trey Reed is on that thumbnail. And I'm going to tell you right now, at no point in that video does he bring up that Trey Reed's grandmother and his family have not heard from Ben Crump. He does not acknowledge that Colin Kaepernick has not gotten back to that family. He does not acknowledge his girlfriend having text messages from him detailing how he was probably going to kill himself that night. And he also doesn't bring up how his grandmother had to tell people and inform people that he's tried to take his life before. Now, again, that does not erase the fact that there are black people who end up beaten, bruised, and battered, and their bodies are thrown out. But when you want to have these conversations, I don't want to have just one. I want to have them all. But the reason these deaths are nothing more than topics is because we abandon them when we don't get our way. Just a reminder, the young man in Raleigh, North Carolina, who everybody swore up and down was strung up by somebody. Then the fucking cop had to get in front of everybody and say, we have the video. Like, we have the video of him setting himself up to die. And you know what happened? There was no conversation about mental health. There was no conversation about how we could navigate better ways for young black men. They dropped the body. They put it down, conveniently found another one in North Carolina. And unless we get constant updates, they're going to drop that body. They're going to drop the next body. They're going to drop the body after that. As long as the story, and that's another thing. Oh, we won't stop until we find out all we need to find out. And y'all haven't done anything. Y'all say that and then move on to the next thing. Keep in mind, hey, matter of fact, hold on. Let me turn that on. Just so y'all know. Just so y'all know. In case you're not aware, the topic of Nolan Wells has died off so badly. All these motherfuckers are arguing with Officer Tatum about how good his wife looks. I'm going to say this shit again. There has been no real significant update about Nolan Wells. These motherfuckers are now arguing with Officer Tatum about how good his wife looks. And then y'all wonder why I be pissed off? Y'all be wondering why I don't entertain you stupid fucks and these weak ass rebuttals y'all come up with? It's because I'm focused on the real thing. Y'all focused on bullshit. And I'm sitting here, I'm hoping for an update on Nolan Wells. And I'm getting nothing. And all these motherfuckers is like, you disrespect Nolan Wells, we gonna disrespect your wife. And then this stupid fuck wanna turn around and be like, how dare you all talk about my wife is beautiful. Y'all just mad because this, that. And I don't wanna hear all that shit, bro. I don't wanna hear all that weak ass shit. I just wanna fucking know what happened to the young dude, bro. I want a confirmed understanding about what happened to this young man. All this fucking speculation, all this shit is getting tiresome. I think today somebody came out and said some shit. I think one of them kids y'all keep saying killed him. His lawyer spoke out against Nancy Grace and the Secret Klansman. Bro, it ain't nothing, bro. It truly 100% ain't nothing. The juice is running out of the squeeze because these motherfuckers are trying real hard and it's not working. They're trying real hard to sound like they got all this shit figured out and it's not working. Where all the BLM protesters for no, fuck that. I don't want to hear that shit either. I just want to know what happened to this dude. I want to know if it's a conversation of this motherfucker getting strung up by his partners. I want to know if it's something to where this motherfucker got drunk and fell in the fucking water and didn't come back up. I'm not wasting my time talking about the whole fucking cocaine thing because that is solely dependent on that fucking toxicology. And if he ain't got no fucking toxicology to show me anything, bro, like fuck that. Like just fuck that. I noticed the young man, I think his name was Kyle Basinga, is in this thumbnail. You know the guy who these people made up a story about having animosity with the police, and they lied about the video that came out and the timeline of it, claiming that the video came out only like 3 days before they found him dead when that shit was from the year prior. It's like, fuck y'all, bro. Y'all, hold on. Who the fuck am I doing? This shit just ridiculous. Anytime I hear a YouTuber say I suspect with any of these cases, I immediately click away because all it'll do is muddy the water. And listen, my problem is it ain't nothing about you suspecting. It's about you just blatantly lying. These two motherfuckers got on camera and lied saying Nolan Wells' body was bruised and burned. They still ain't fucking apologized for lying about that shit. And yet for some fucking reason, bro, that shit cool. But when you call out the lie, that's when you the evil motherfucker. You can't call out our lie. We're lying about this young man because no stone left unturned. All this shit. But then for some fucking reason, bro, shit just kosher for some reason. Like shit acceptable for some reason. And I shit you not. I'm gonna tell y'all this just because I feel like the world is just that stupid. if I see
Secret Service.
If I see one person saying, because it's still hurricane season, if a hurricane happens and shit goes left in any of these cities in the South, and I hear a motherfucker say, look what y'all did because of Nolan Wells, I'm going to lose my mind. Yes, the Carmelo case is still going. His attempt at a retrial got denied, so now they're going to take it to a higher appellate court. And who knows when we're going to get a result on that one. But to end the night, we're going to listen to this guy get very mad.
Sam here with a Nolan Xavier Wells update, and here's something interesting I found from an Ed Seward, who appears to be part of the United Cajun Navy search team on the day they found Nolan. He says, day one, we analyzed social media, looked at where we thought the boys were anchored, listened to multiple accounts, and kept working the currents alongside multiple boat owners from the Mississippi Gulf.
I love how, like, in the last 2 minutes, I was serious. I was just talking about what upset me. And then here comes heaven. I had sex today. You know what? Man or a woman? Because depending on your answer, my next statement is going to be wild as fuck.
Coast. Several of us were out into the early hours of the morning on July 5th, hoping to find Nolan clinging to a piece of floating debris. And do you want to know something? Not one person said he's black, he's African American, not one mention. What we said was, let's bring this precious boy home to his family. I remember talking that night with local pilot Sean Burdett, who's graciously with the Cajun Navy in Trail, flew his aircraft.
Man, okay, did he split your cervix? Never mind.
And burned his own fuel to fly a flight path he and I planned together, based on where we believed Nolan would be by daybreak on the 6th, still clinging to hope. Not once did race come into it with Sean either. Nolan was one of ours, and we were going to find him. I remember that morning, Sean climbing to 1,000 feet to use the Starlink on his aircraft and to tell the Coast Guard to suspend all efforts. Nolan had been found washed up on the North Horn Island.
No comment. Next question. That means he split you open. He put you through the mattress. That man fucked you, and it felt good, didn't it?
All said a
leg was shaking, didn't it? You know what that means? He took one of my classes.
Silent prayer for Nolan, for his family, and for his friends. Again, not once did skin color play a role in our efforts, not one time. Now we see this family turning to voices known nationally for stoking racial division, seeking help with what's being called an injustice. Protests are being scheduled in our quiet, peaceful towns. Meanwhile, our community is being painted on. I get it.
Now, that's a guy who wanted to go out and help find Nolan Wells, not really caring about the race of this subject, not worried about trying to do anything other than find the kid. So why is this stupid hillbilly white hick fuck about to sit here and try to speak over everybody?
Nobody said that what happened to Nolan was based on race.
I'm done. That is exclusively how this shit started. They picked apart that he had white friends. They demonized his parents for having him not in a black neighborhood. You liar. You're a fucking liar. This is what I mean. The story about Nolan Wells, we're not getting any real information. And I told y'all, it started to die off, and now motherfuckers are going to start changing stories. Everybody was so focused on that Cito call, and then all of a sudden, the Cito call's kind of weird now. And it's just like, bro, pick your lane. You know what? I'm finishing the video.
But the way the justice system is covering it up, the reason the family had to get a second autopsy is what makes it about race.
They made AI of his mother buying a fucking car.
You shouldn't be angry for Ben Crump. He is a civil rights attorney who
I'm pissed off that Ben Crump wasted his fucking time pushing baseless fucking theories perpetuated by somebody like you.
Defends people's rights that have been violated. Without him, we never...
And what rights were violated?
Would have known about Ahmaud Arbery and brought his killers to justice. So if you truly don't have a racist bone in your body and believe that you don't see skin color, which is crazy to me,
that's not what he said. He said he was not worried about any of that. He wanted to find this missing boy.
And you should be all for his family doing what they need to find justice for.
And you should shut the fuck up and let the black people handle it, because the more you keep talking and the more that fat bitch keep running around posting videos making dumbass fucking faces, the more Nolan Wells' body gets disrespected.
Nolan Xavier Wells. No justice, no peace.
You're not supposed to be saying that, you fucking Klansman. All right. I'm done. Goodbye.